wanna see me dead. Niggas put practice on my head.
Shalom, shalom. Salakia, Salakia, Babakasha, Babakasha. I was in a bit of a rush when it came to basically converting the lesson, so I accidentally deleted it. So we're just going to do it again because, you know how Satan is. Satan is the author of confusion, but the Lord ain't. So yes, there is a basically Satan. We're on Satan's hit list. There's a spiritual bounty upon the elect. And that's a fact. We're going to go to Luke 21 quickly. Luke 21 and 31. And the Lord said unto Simon, Simon, behold, Satan has desired to have you. He wanted who? He wanted Peter. Simon, changed name Peter. But he may shift you as wheat. Right? That word for that word shift. Right? Quickly go into this Baba Kushah. That word shift.
Strong's G 4617. Siniadzo.
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 Siniadzo. To shift, to shake, in a shiv. Figuratively, by inward agitation to try one's faith to the verge of overflow. So that shifting is an overthrowing. And when you see with this program, I'm not going to call it gang stalking anymore. I'm just going to call it the program, which a lot of people are involved. And yeah, they are known as bottom feeders. They're in it for a quick paycheck. So they do anything, right? Well, not everyone. A lot of people do anything for money, right? So it says inward agitation to try one's faith to the verge of overflow. So anyone can be used that's still in the matrix to do that. Okay, yes, we know law enforcement are involved. They drug dealers, criminals, psychopaths, and people on meds. We know all these people are involved. Traffickers, they're all involved. Satanists are watching you, they're all involved by inward agitation. So you're going to find out that, yeah, there's going to be a lot of things that come our way to try to overthrow our faith. That's why we have to maintain faith. You have to stay prayed up. You have to communicate with brothers. You have to do all those things. Because Satan's literally trying to overthrow our faith. I don't know if you can hear the noise in the background. That's someone that's basically trying to do spell work. That's someone that's trying to do spell work, black magic. These are the things brothers deal with, man. Some of us are living amongst people that are into some dark stuff, that are getting paid or, you know, whatever, to do some black dark magic and use voodoo pin dolls and stick pins through them. And this is what we're up against. It's the verge to overthrow your faith, overthrow your mind, to shift. That's why we have to be prayed up. That's why we have to believe. All right? That's why you've got to have faith in Yahweh's name and know he's going to get us through this. Oh yeah, Satan's angry. You got cults watching, you got cults, you got traffickers, you got all types of people watching you. Right? All types of people, you got all types of people watching you. Right? You got all types of people trying to seek a reaction. Remember, to shift means to what? To overthrow your faith. Right? To the verge of overflow, for agitation. So them demons, yeah, they're gonna try to agitate. That's why we have to know how to respond, don't react. This is so real. Every demon in hell, every witch, every warlock, every sorcerer, every cult member, every warlock identifies you. This is how real this is, brothers. This is how real this is. So we got to stay in the word and listen. Yahweh will come through for us. You got to have faith. This is how real it is. The gaslighting, all of that, that's all coming from Satan. That's all coming from cults. The cars that are pulling up, that all is coming from Satan. You have to be in prayer. Right? Facts. And it says, Baba Kashar, but I have prayed for thee, that their faith fail not, and when thou art converted, strengthen thy brethren. So we've been prayed for by who? By Yahweh Shai. We are prayed for. Quickly go to John. Quickly grab that. We are prayed for. John 17, and we're going to quickly jump to verse 9. I pray for them, I pray not for the world. Why? Because the world are the ones that are persecuting you. Right? Satan, he's controls this current world that we're living in right now. I pray for them who the elect, but for them which has given me, for they are dying. For them. Where do you think your gaslighting's coming from? Alright? That's all organized. It's coming from Satan. Satan identifies you. You are a threat, a holy threat. Right? To the kingdom of darkness, man. The kingdom of darkness is being disrupted. Right? Facts. The kingdom of darkness is being disrupted. And now every single warlock is getting notified. Every single cult member is getting notified. Yeah. Every single Mason is getting notified. Yeah. Keep an eye on him. This guy is a problem. In the spiritual realm. That starts first in the spiritual realm. Satan identifies you. The scriptures do say, hold on. We are in heavenly places. Hold on just a minute. Sit in heavenly places. Hold that right there. Ephesians 2 and 6. And we're quickly going to go to Colossians 1. This is why he's very angry at us as well. Colossians 1 and 12. Giving thanks unto the Father which have made us meet to be partakers of the inheritance of the saints in light. Who have delivered us from the power of darkness. Key thing. Who have delivered us from the power of darkness. So we've been delivered from it. And have translated us into the kingdom of his dear Son. So therefore, we have the inheritance, saints in the light, and we have been delivered us from powers of darkness. In other words, forces. The other people, they haven't been delivered from that. They're given to it. And have translated us into the kingdom of his dear Son. So now we've been translated, changed into the kingdom of his dear Son. So guess what Satan sees you as? A traitor. Because you were once on his side. You were once serving Baphomet. So now he's coming after you. He recognizes you. Hold on a minute. You were with me. So now we've been translated. So he sees you. He recognizes you. So he's going to try to get you in familiar patterns, old patterns. He's going to remind you of your past. He's going to remind you of sin. But we've been translated into the kingdom of his dear Son. So if we've been translated into the kingdom of his dear Son, check this out. In whom we have redemption through his blood and even forgiveness of sin. Check this out. Translated from darkness to the kingdom of light. So you think the enemy doesn't see that? So that means there would be a light upon you. Let's go to Ephesians 2 and 6. And have raised us up together and made us sit together in heavenly places. In Yahweh Shai Mashiach. This is heavy. So we've been raised up through the spirit of Yahweh Shai and made us sit together in heavenly places. This is the heavens. This is the spiritual realm. And therefore, if you're sitting in heavenly places, therefore, because Satan does report back to Yahweh, the Heavenly Father, he's telling me he doesn't see you in heavenly places. He sees you in heavenly places, right? This is why the warfare is so heavy from time to time. Because if you're sitting in the heavenly places, that's the spiritual realm, right? When people talk about spiritual ranking, that's that spiritual ranking. So therefore, there's a spiritual bounty on your head, on our heads, right? Real talk, right? Real talk. But what we got to do, we got to stay committed to Yahweh Shai, and everything else is going to work out for us, right? Don't pay attention to what's going on, what Satan's doing. Focus more on Yahweh Shai, all right? Hope this was edifying. We are on Satan's most wanted list. He's sending out all these armies. Maybe just a minute. But what does that say about you then, as a man that's serving it? What does that say about you? That means you're powerful, man. That means you're powerful. Bro, if you were just a nobody, you're useless, and ain't no way that would be happening. And it's nothing you've done wrong. It's this word that you're teaching. Satan recognizes you. Ain't nothing happens to you in the physical unless it's sanctioned in the spiritual. I believe Satan, the whole thing you call it gang stalking or whatever, I believe that's all caused because Satan can see you in the spiritual realm and he's very scared. Okay. So I'm going to shut off here, and until the next time, shalom. Shalom.